and welcome to Sunday at the Circus Costume Shop. We are gonna just take a second, let everybody pile on in, find a seat or an exercise, do whatever you do during the show. You do you. It's all good. Let's see here. Are we live on all the places? Let's do a quick check, and we will see how hopefully the Rumble Studio chat will not poop the bed again this week. No, refresh them. Let's see here. Mute myself. Great. We are live on the Rumbles. Are we live on the Tubes? We are live on the Tubes, it says. Also, mute myself. Brilliant. Okay. I know, I'm in the worst setup for the best thing. We'll talk about the new edition later. How's everybody doing? It's a day here. Actually, it's been a nice couple of days. Chilly, but my winter greens are coming up nicely. My daffodils are blooming. They're like this tall with flowers because there's certain plants all I grow are miniatures, just like me. Whatever. No, we don't need extra ums. Hopefully, we're going to be doing some well, we keep upgrading, moving things around, but the girls are all lined up nice, and that's what there's that. I'm so tired because I did not plan on spending 4 hours in the House of Sewing last night with William, but stuff happens, so we were there for a good long time. And thank you to Allie for helping me with my new addition. Hey, it's pouring rain here. Oh my goodness, are you? It's sprinkled here. Yeah, I heard you guys were supposed to be getting the Pineapple Express coming through, and what is it? Didn't San Diego flood last time? I know, good times there a couple weeks ago. You guys are just getting inundated with water, which is not terrible because perpetual drought, no fun. Fire, a season, also questionably no fun. And I don't have a oodles of things to work on today, but I do need to make 2 pairs of house shoes because one of them probably needs to get into the post tomorrow because it will already be tardy for its target destination date. Hey, Butterfly, welcome, welcome. Any fun projects? Oh, I just keep moving stuff around and then keep losing things and then having to find them again. So that's been super awesome. But I think slowly but surely we're getting to a new stasis, not stasis, but homeostasis, some new balance again, which is good because things have just been things. I don't even need to say more. Things have just been right. Oh, the ark in the backyard. Oh, Butterfly, that's funny. And yeah, so this is the year. I think I'm just gonna do fiddly little projects that take forever, and if I finish big things, awesome. If not, so I'm gonna do that carousel skirt. I should probably start working with the animals. I was driving my truck around this morning and I was shocked on how unprepared people are. I know, and hasn't there been like a warning about it for days now? Like, oh no, the world is ending. We're getting that moisture from the sky. Hello, Freya Fruiters. Do you like this arrangement? You've not been making your appearances very often lately, but you think this is good? Oh, Butterfly, good. I don't want Erlen touching those to get wasted away and washed away. Oh man. Hey, girly girl. It's so nice to see you. You like have been avoiding the shows. Yes, butterfly. People are idiots in the rain and snow. I concur, which is why even though I have a four-wheel drive vehicle, if the weather is super crazy, I will not drive my car because I just won't. It's oh, okay. So as I said, I Harriet prefers. How can I show black on black? Yeah, she's been so upset that her brothers have been assholes and that she must really like this arrangement because she's gonna be like the star of the show tonight. I extended the inner lining section for the slippers and I'm gonna sew this part first, stuff the whole thing because on this iteration I cut a leather bottom and attached the little gentle heel wedge section. So we'll stitch that down to the leather. I think somewhere here I have a leather needle, or I'll just replace my do that once at the very end, replace my needle so that the section where the insole lining is going to be will be covered on the it'll be nice and flat with no pokey bits. And then I will do the leather so that I can just like hand whip stitch or do something to throw the felt layer because that'll be easier to finish nice in a hidden fashion. Those are the words I was looking for. All right, so I've got my black here, and I have a green, no, and then we have green as a tester because the person these are going to has not sent me their exact measurements. So I'm just going to send them a mock-up copy and we'll see what their notes are and we'll go from there. I guess um, this is our view for the sewing right now. I'll try to, and I'm going to start towards, I left it open, I thought, for the at the heel end, and so I'll just start do my stuff, go around, I've got my old wool roving. We will stuffity stuff, stitch it over with the machine because nobody's going to see it, and rinse and repeat for the second one because fortunately I still have 2 feet and I enjoy wearing 2 shoes on said 2 feet. Nope, I am not a singer. I am driving away from me and not to me. Yes, we have the catfish. Oh, it's yeah. She's reclaiming her territory because little Mian is so mean to her, and she is mean to him. She's just like, "How dare you invade my space?" He will be sleeping on the couch. She will sneak around the corner, come, think she wants to sit and hang out and visit, see him, and then run away. And he didn't even notice or pay attention to her. So she kind of needs to get over it a little bit. And also, I get it because he was mean and stealing her food. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Burgers, but that was nice for you to come visit. You know, you are always welcome. So, we'll do this because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. Well, we can't get to the new acquisitions until we finish up this project because oh, and I guess I can so really I just want to kiss the edge on these pieces because that's how I'm going to do it. I want the no, that's there is a reason behind those machinations. I want to have as nice even stuffing. You're playing with ribbons. I do not like sewing sitting down at this machine. Got to do. All right, we'll should be here for a little while longer. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Unfortunately, I don't love the shot when I stand up, but I don't like sitting at this machine. Oh, this is perfect. Who needs pasties when your sewing machine hides everything? Is this the new sewing meta for for Rumble? I don't need the black bar if I stand here. All the bits and bobs are covered. Oh, that's silly. All right, we are cooking tonight. We're cooking with guests. Hey, Skids, welcome, welcome. Oh, did the Rumble chat like poop the bed already? Oh, that's so funny. All right. Well, that was fast, Rumble chat. Usually you wait like a whole hour before you decide to be funny. So let me move over all the chat windows so I can see if anybody's talking. All right. Now I just see myself in a delay. Oh, hey, Cougars. You're just hanging out still. All right. Yeah, so, yep, today is house shoes. But I had so much fun putting the new girl together last night. Oh, she sews. And I bought some other stuff while I was out. Thing this top. Oh, it has a hood. Oh, there goes my ears. Thank my ears on. I know, I thought for a hot second about using the new girl for this, but this project has got so many curves and twists that this really is the one for the job for this evening's projects and machinations. Just, oops, I probably probably she could have should have left the needle down. And, great, okay, I do have braids and left. So, well, we're just gonna sew. Did I have anything fun in my welcome in my skits for reference? That is the size. That is the size a hood is supposed to be. You can wear your hood as big or as little as you like. Sometimes, if you are wearing a wig, having extra hair, bits and bobs, a bit something, sometimes you just need a bigger hood. Don't shame a human for the size of their hood choices. Yes. Oh, your little chappie was so cute yesterday. I hope you folks have been having a grand old time. Oh, that one. Oh, there's my other nippers. Is there a way? I guess, can I just take a whetstone to sharpen these nippers? I don't really need a gajillion pairs, but after many a year and a many a nip, they're getting a tad dull. And I'm going to be good and snip all my pieces and figure out where I'm going to lay all said pieces so they don't get lost. Oh, he's playing at the moment. Oh, good. And if I recall, did Kitty and he get along swimmingly? All right. And all this needs for these modern machines that have a backstitch. You don't need a machine that does backstitch. All machines do backstitch. You just need to know how to pick it up, move it back, start again. Backstitch did. I am gonna have to figure out this camera situation. We spent 3 minutes trying to get everything connected and set. I just something's just not working quite right, so I need to just shift things along. Oh my gosh, I did not plan on spending 4 hours last night. I'm so tired today. I've been dragging my fanny around. Well worth it. Oh, I'm so glad they're getting along well. That would have been terrible otherwise. I know I keep thinking of putting my little man in his harness and on the leash and taking him to my office so like he can come hang out with me here. He's the only one. He loves people, so the other two would not. That would not be an enjoyable experience for them. But I think he would like it. And or the feral cat. Her name is Sweetie. We've become friends finally after a many more than a decade of seeing each other and hanging out. But if I leave my office door open and set some treats, she will come or visit even. And she's also quite friendly. She'll come in when I've got small humans, and yeah, she's just like, okay. I've had to tell people, I'm like, if you hear me say, hey, sweetie, I'm not talking to you. So I can't really get away with that. I'm like, no, I'm talking to the feral cat. Her name is Sweetie. All right, we are down to the first stage of stuffing these house shoes. Oops, disengage. All right. Snippity, snappity, do. Now, I'm gonna have to go through and make sure I've collected all these little errant threads. And I have the other things I bought at the Goodwill yesterday. So this was all in an $8 bag that I paid $8 for. We have this, what did it say? 1 1/3 yards of this blue and green check pattern that's might be cotton on the top, but a synthetic on the inside, and it's been pre-quilted, so we'll see what that turns into. This weird fine woven peach with flowers. It's kind of reminiscent of like 1970s prairie style, like 1970s meets 1860s homespun. Well, okay, you guys have a long time in those stitches. Hello, David and David. Welcome, welcome. I didn't see you sneak in there. Oh, cute one. All right. Welcome, welcome. I am just taking a brief break from my project to show off what I scored at the Goodwill yesterday. We have cotton. Is this a twill weave? Looks like denim, and this beautiful lavender, goodly amount. And I think I bought this bag actually for this fabric. This just plain black and white check because I can see hand swatching. I can see all sorts of fun things. And all right, actually, I have it all those set on my tub of wool, so I'm gonna get in there and I have my trusty poker tool. Let's stuff some shoes. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good day at the Goodwill yesterday. Not all, sometimes it's a bust and some days not. Oh, that's not even it though. I forgot about this last one. And a box of ribbon, which is good because I need more for tying my skirt slash petticoat slash undergarments together in a whole bunch of colors. So it was pretty good. All to go along with the new. I just bought accessories for my new sewing machine. That's the crazy hand crank that looks like it can sew leather. Actually, funny you should say that. We will it yes, and that we will be doing that this evening or this afternoon. That's on the agenda for the first time. We've sewed a lot of things, but leather we have not yet sewed. She did not like me when I made her sew four-way stretch modern materials. Yep, this is the very first. No, I had my grandma's um treadle machine when I lived across the country, but things happened. This was the first antique machine I bought. She was a steal at $25. And then the price I spent since then is always just gone differently. But she's a workhorse. So if there is something wrong, not sewing right, it's I screwed up and the machine did not screw up. It's a me problem. So I just went into my wool tub and I've got some pieces that are just not nice that for hand spinning that I've just collected. Or not collected, just never let go of because I knew that someday they would live their best life. Did I know those were going to be slippers? Nope, but it's fine. Okay, I am trying to keep my lefts and my rights separate, separated. And then keep missing you up and going to bed so early these days. So lame. Oh, I know. That's all right. I 8 o'clock start time on a school night for me is can be challenging. We just pop in when we can. Yeah, what's anybody working on anything fun besides cat petting? And I feel like I'm overstuffing these a little bit, but and then at this moment, like feeling stressed, but I think it's going to be fine because they're going to be walked on, and it's going to be flatten themselves out. Fine. And this wool is not. I don't like it for anything else. It's just not nice. But that will also mean that these house shoes are going to be great enjoyment for me and cats because for some reason my cats love wool. They just think they were sheepdogs. Uh, well, I'm totally understandable. Recently, my schedule has changed, so I'm going to bed earlier myself. Well, that's good. Sleep is important. My promise is I just want to do it all the time, and I can't. But that's fine. I know my friend stopped over and was like, "Oh, the Grammys are on tonight," and I was like, "Oh, great! I don't care." I forget. I haven't. There was a period in my life where awards shows were like, "Oh, yay, super awesome," and now I'm just like, I just don't care. I just can't be bothered. Too tired, and I just don't enjoy. It just doesn't bring me joy. All right, one. He's stuffed. We'll stuff the second one now. Okay, so this is where I need to think because that's right. I knew it. I was going to need to flip these over because the next step will be to attach this top part, attach these pieces together, and then oh, I guess I could. Let me think here. No, because this is where I wanted. Could I? Where's my words? Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna finish the top, the closing the things, attaching these two top pieces together, pinning and sewing this part, and then I'll do the felt to the leather, put the leather on top, and then do the same thing that I did for the insole, catching everything. I might leave a little bit. Oh, because I'm just gonna go from here to here, then flip it out, sew the back, stuff it again, finish it. All right, we just needed to. I needed to just talk through my steps for myself. I have seen some of the shopping you have done so sweet. I wish Canada had a better fabric. Seen me denim so bad. Furry materials live forever. They do. I do have some a rabbit pelt that is just hanging out in my. I am sewing shoes. Yes. Yep. That. Hence the punny title for today's. Oh, it's saying. Oh, that's funny. It didn't. The name of this today's show was not supposed to be so ambitious. It was supposed to be. Oh no. I had a funny title that whatever oh, you didn't even get the joy of seeing the thumbnail because it doesn't talk. No. So shoe up. No. What did I call it? I had another title for tonight's show. And is it on oh, so silly. Hey Kilray. Welcome, welcome. William, the price is really reasonable near my house. Downtown, the furry material is expensive, but at Walmart, it's affordable. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. The pun, I like, it was a good one, and my title is, I'll have to fix that later. Oh, whatever. Yes, shoes are tonight's project. Two pairs of shoes because I have mine and I have the pair that I need to put into the post hopefully tomorrow or by Wednesday at the very latest. All right, back to stuffing yucky wool. It's not yucky, it's just not nice for hand spinning. I should be nice to the sheep who was shorn for my shoes. All right, trusty pokey stick, aka knitting needle, always helpful. But don't poke too hard because you don't want to slip all the way through your seams because that's no good. Not that I couldn't redo this, but no. I'm making this pair and then the other pair, and then we'll see how I feel if we're going to do a camera angle rechange or whether I will do the grand debut on this channel next week in a fully dedicated video versus the preview that was had last night. Oh, that machine is amazing. Okay, now I need to calm down because I saw that machine on Craigslist and I almost seriously couldn't sleep Wednesday night. I was like, where am I gonna put this machine? This is already mine. Where will it live in my space? But I found a place and we made it work. Now I just need to figure out what my camera stitch is going to be. But the plan for that is to just call BH Photo, tell them what I have, tell them what I want, and hopefully the price. Oh, I don't mean to put my stabby stuff right in your face. Okay, I think our first round of, I think we're satisfactorily stuffed. No, I want a little more. Just a little bit more in this last heel section. Yeah, the stuff is just, it's got a nice lanolin bit to it, so it still feels nice, but it's just so, the fibers are on the, they're a quarter of the way to being felted, and they just don't feel nice anymore to spin them. So I'm not going to. But I am going to save. I do have some mohair pieces, but, which will not be stuffed into today's shoes. All right. Finish our stuffing. Stitch up the opening. And I'm just going to roughly stitch it. It's going to be on the inside. It's going to be fine. And again, we always have a way to backstitch. Go forward a couple stitches, pick up the needle, pick up the presser foot, disengage, find your original stitching line, and go forward. Something's catching a little bit. All right. We have one. Good size. Drop stuff on the ground and snippety snippety. Set that one aside for a moment, and there we go. Remember where I got the other one. Okay, 2 heels, then we'll get to the uppers. And this pattern is the Nicole Rudolph put her comfy. This is a modified version of her comfy slippers pattern, which she patterned off of some historic Davidson's brand house shoe slipper things. Hers are for a full enclosed heel, and my version are rules. That is modified. I guess I should put a link to the original video and pattern. I modified the pattern, but I did not come up with it. All right, 2. So just set those there, get the wool out of the way, move our nips, and we will do both of these pieces. So for this, the detail is to have have it what would be like inside out. It was a design choice, and I thought it was cute on the red mock up here, so I'll just do it again. I'm skipping off the pieces where the extra like ribbony stuff goes. I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't do it. So I'm trying to be close to the edge, but I need enough. I want to make sure that both sides are attached. And the hard part on these always is things where you have to like turn a corner and make sure that you have all of the that you're sewing through both layers and not just one. So we're just going to be really careful. We turn the corners and to make sure that we yeah, yes, and to rotate it so that we only sew the appropriate layer and don't sew all of it. So I'm just being really slow and careful, which is why we're using the machine today. I only work at the speed of my hand crank. I'm just slowly rotating it around the toe point. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Yeah, I just needed to lift the presser foot up and do a little oops, why are they stuck? No, don't be sticky with me now. Oh, like I said earlier, if there's something that's not right, I did something wrong. In this case, we are not threaded correctly. Or we come unthreaded somehow. Maybe I just didn't check. Okay, one, two threaded away from you, up towards you, to the eye of the needle. Are we stuck on the bobbin somewhere? What's going on here? Oh, well, that doesn't look nice. This is the part that everybody's gonna see. What's going on here? I get too many. I have made myself a little yucky snarl here. Let's just unpick all this, and we'll see what's going on under the hood here. Something doesn't feel right. There's our bobbin. Remove the strap. There's no goop. Let's redo the bobbin here, and we'll see what's going on. All right, we need to do a snippety snip here because there's a knot. That's not going to be good. So this bobbin is funny. If you've never seen a white rotary, the bobbin is a bigger squatter disc, and this bobbin race has a special name, and I'm going to forget what it is. So I want the thread to be pointing upwards. I'm going to slide it, catch in the hole, come down and wide up this way, and then it'll catch, make the loops. We should be able to hold it gently. And we're gonna reload her and get started again. Did you get leather soles for the pair? I used some leather from my stash for the soles, so we do have leather soles cut. I didn't buy new leather because I was afraid I was gonna mess up, and this stuff has been sitting around for many years, not used yet. Hey, Ellie, you sneezed without me seeing you. Okay, everything looks right now. Let's see here. We will so the way we're supposed to. If I can find all my parts laying on the table here. Okay, what happened here? Hello! Mama was over on the Rumbles. Welcome, welcome. It is great to have you. I hope you are well. I hope your projecting is going fabulously. We are fighting with felt for house shoes this evening in the costume shop. Hey, Butterfly, you're back. Oh no, I was just catching everybody caught up here. Yeah, things are working. You know, it took me a second when I sat down at this machine again. I was like, are we going towards me or are we sewing away from me? Okay, we're gonna rotate. I don't think I caught anything errantly. Let's dislodge a pin here. And I'm just gonna use my little rock and do a little press because I don't have my ironing machine. I don't have my iron set up. Nor would folks be able to watch me iron anyway, because I'd have to put in. We are almost at the end of one topper. This one's the second one, and do that next assembly step. Ah, the 8-old white finger directional mind game. I know. My sleep when I'm like, yeah, are we driving towards us or away from us? All right, one piece, and then if the flush side is going to be on the inside, so I'm just going to take my little Andy Rock piece and just gently press. So it's not don't press, I just don't always iron, and they're different. And then I will, let's see here. This is the other part I need to think about. Oh, right, okay. Just gonna set this aside, do the next part. Don't get ahead of myself here. Yeah, and that too, and frown always wrinkles my brow. Oh, and a frown always wrinkles my brow. Yes, it does. Right? In my brain, I'm like, don't furrow your eyebrows. Don't furrow your eyebrows. It'll just give you wrinkles. Just you can do glaring eyes, but don't furrow your forehead. Oh, I have never ironed my shoes. I can say that for sure. Right? It's like no, no thanks. And I can imagine with the leather, it would just make them something would just be funny. Okay, there we go. Trying to figure out. I had my pins upside down on this other upper, so now I know what direction we are sewing in and from. I know this. It's a quick little. It's actually a quick little project. It's more of a mind game of making sure to remember which piece goes where. I guess that's like all my projects because that's like corsets are the same way. Did I sew the right piece to the right piece and the right orientation? Yes or no? Okay, I can't remember the last time I ironed something. I always do it, throw it in the dryer with a damp towel thing. Yeah, I generally don't press my garments once they're finished all the time, but I only own an iron for sewing because there's sometimes, as much as I wish I could, it best is to press. And I don't know, maybe pressing for tailoring is more fun because you get to use all the clappers and the hams and the sausages and all the different. That's good. Pressing requires a whole lot of tools separate with itself. That was not my bestest English. I have. Oh, I wish that I could see the whole thing. Oh, ironing is hard on clothes. Yeah, I don't iron my clothes generally. Just my seams when I'm sewing. Sometimes. All right, let's get back to this upper because I have this pair and I have an entire other pair I need to sew tonight. And I don't feel bad about doing my pair first because I want to foresee if there's any disasters for that I screw up my pair and not the one that need to get to the mail. Oh, Allie, I'm still collecting those pressing tools. I want to get good stuff, but at discount prices used 100%. I know, I'm so glad I found my ham at, actually, I found a couple of things at the Goodwill, and I have my grandma's sleeve board, because those are kind of hard to find. I don't see, I just, yeah. All right, two uppers done. We'll press the inside and then make sure that we sew the appropriate pieces together. Here's my pressing rack. Okay. Um, do I want to be brave? This, it's not it. Okay, okay. Doo, doo, doo. Welcome back, butterflies, even if it's just for a few. Okay, let's hope Phoenix's mind doesn't implode with where I figure out. I want this part to be next to my foot. This part is going to get flipped out. Okay, so I think this is how that goes. But then the leather is so confusing. All right, let me see how sewing the felt to the leather goes. Well, and like great. I know how to do this. Just not wanting to work. David, I need to rewatch the tutorial here, so I am back in for to make a new hat. It's make a new hat day. Ooh, that sounds super fun. Will you enjoy hat making? That is something I have not. Hats. Nope, not even a bonnet. Not yet. Is it the same pattern? It is the same pattern. And I am padding the sole. Yes, so I fancied it up. I padded the insole and then I'm going to add an extra layer of padding. Yep. Same pattern with a twist. Or it might be how it's supposed to be done and I was too lazy to do it that way the first time. I was like, do they quasi fit? And yeah, this part is not nice, so I'm gonna have that the inside. All right, I just need to sew this. It's not that scary. I've got more. What I do need to do is make sure I got it long enough because I'm going to tie these edges off and not back and forth on the leather. Okay. This is the first time I've sewn leather with this machine. A bit more padding. Oh, that's not the one where the chat turns up nice. More padding. Yeah. Oh, YouTube, why can you just like, I don't want to see that heart, even though I heart it. I just want to be able to read even over the top of the foot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was gonna do a double step on this one and see how I liked it. Okay. I think I used the clip so I wouldn't mar the leather. Oh, as if I was worried. I'm not even using a leather needle. But she just is cutting through this leather like butter. Heartbreak. Yeah. Exactly. Yep, that's why we're gonna do the double layer of padding on this one. Just to feel extra nice. We've got the insole padded and then these all have an extra layer. We'll just fluff it up a little bit more. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, relax. It's sewing. It's fun. It's fun. Primhild is a beast. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I'll give you some oil later. Oh, heartbreak moves out of the heart symbol. That's funny. I know. The heart and the YouTube chat just like covers up the last little bit of the words, and I was like, I enjoy it, but I just want to be able to see the comment. Oh, don't drive off the edge. Hills, you're a beast. Okay, now to make sure I've got enough, and I do just going to hand tie these ends off. Oh, the stitches are not too bad. There's a little, they're not the most perfect, but they'll be fine. I'm just going to do like a square knot, but I'm going to wrap each tail over twice. More like a surgeon's knot. Yeah, I'll do a third down that one for good measure. Nice and tight. And tail trimming. Did you oil the 27 like in the instructions under belt guide under the trapezoid access plate in the front? I will need to double check to make sure I got the trapezoid access plate in the front. I did. I turned her over, did everything that I can see, and then on the treadle section, any place where I saw metal touching metal, I went through and lubricated. So I will double check sure because I crashed afterwards yesterday. But I should make sure that she's fully lubricated for the next time because I can definitely see for certain things where she's each machine has their what I love them the most for. I'm getting that's what I'm sensing. These fiddly house shoes, I was gonna win. Oh yeah, the part that okay, we missed up a little bit, but okay, so that is the right side. This actually looks like it's gonna end up being the left side. Because then this part so okay. I got my insole fitting over and I'm gonna stitch from the insole, the instep to instep. Then I'm gonna flip it over and then finish the felt to the felt. Okay, that was such a brain trick. I don't know why that was so complicated to figure. Oh, I can't yet though because I either need to do the top part first. Top. So I can flip it up. Why is this so okay? This part needs to end up this way. And this part needs to not end up that way. Where did I put my other blacks? Well, there we go. All right. Well, while my brain continues to try to suffer this out, let's go with this other piece. This I can do separately. Yeah, I'm realizing these house shoes are exactly like corsets and or bras, undergarments, where things need to be face to face and not doubled over. Because there is a right way and a wrong way to certain things. These little clips. Why buy fancy sewing clips? These little paper clips work just fine. Or for me on this project they have. Time to unclippy. Now I need to do it. Turn the corner here. Okay. Input from Central. Who would have thought that tying knots would be the reprieve my brain needs while I figure out the last piece of this puzzle? I think my brain's trying to decide if I can sew it all in one step or whether it needs to be multiple steps. Or if I could sew it one step, but I should sew it in multiple steps if the results will be nicer. Alright, again, we're just going to do our knots. Right, left over right 2 times. Pull tight, and then right over left, wrap it around twice again. And snip close to the knot. And repeat. Okay, so here, there we go. Okay, now let's see if my brain can figure this out. What's this way? Here goes that way. We have this piece, this piece. Oh, okay. So if I sew it like this way, then I can flip it over and everything will be contained. Okay. So I kind of do need to clip all of these layers together and sew it all at once. Vara, vara carefully. But just from here to here, because then I can squeeze it through. Okay. Wow, thank you for suffering through while my brain did some flippity floppity gymnastics. I think we figured it out, and we did things right. We should kind of line up. And the question is, do I have enough clips? Well, we'll just clip, we'll do one and then the other one. And make sure that all of the why do I have Mario Brothers music in my head? That was a blast from the past. Okay. Okay. We have one clipped. I'm ready for the next part. I'm gonna mute myself for a hot second. I don't have a cute like audio. I need to run to the little sewing room really fast. So let me take care of that super quickly here. I will be right back after these messages. Will be right. Oh, my chat here is still working. Oh my goodness. All right. I'll be right back, folks. You're all amazing. Okay, back. Let's see here. Are you at the foot portion of the show tonight? Yes, we are at a foot portion. This whole the whole show is about shoes and feet tonight. Or yeah, that sock is. Oh, food portion. I read foot portion because I'm sewing house shoes. Oh my God. No, but we could be. What'd you cook for dinner? I'm sure it was something fabulous like always. I was just excited because we went back to the butcher shop yesterday and I tried their pastrami again on beautiful seeded marble rye. The only place I've ever seen that since I don't live on the East Coast anymore. And I got some cucumber salad. I haven't tried it. All right, I am going to carefully sew this. Okay, we can do this. We can be brave. We have a plan. We've sewed before. I don't know why this feels like the scariest thing I've ever sewed. Maybe because I've never sewed leather before. Like it. Okay, Brunhilde's done this before. It's me, and I am not scared. I can do this. Sewing is not scary. Sewing is not scary. Sewing is not scary. Lining up so I make sure to get through all the layers. That's what's scary. Okay, let me stand up. Oh, but the leather's solid, but the felt is a little flexible, so it's gonna be okay. Okay, in first stitch in. We can do this. I'm trying to make sure that I've got the insole layer. Okay, you only have to go with the speed of your hand. So far, so not terrible. Well, I guess if there's too much of this nuance, I could go through with some pinking shears or just trim it up a little bit. Oh, come on, clipped. Okay, okay. I should talk instead of holding my breath as I'm trying to sew this. That's not very helpful. I can't type the chat at the second, but I can still jam around. Okay, I can do this. Cute. Okay, cute, cute, cute. I'm afraid to unclip this clip though. Oh, maybe I'll. No, it's gonna be fine. Just gonna slowly ease everything around the toe. Alright, let's do a nicer, bigger pivot. There we go. And I didn't even put the leather needle on. Nailed is such a beast. I will before I sew. They'll change though, don't worry. I haven't forgotten that I should do that. Once I flip this one, I might stuff it and put it on my foot and see how it feels. In case I don't like it before I finish the second one. Okay, let's tie some knots and stuff some roving. Okay, that I don't know why I was like holding my breath and being scared. It's not like, but I don't know. I think it's like the first time anxiety because I've literally never sewed leather before. I sewed the vinyl, but this felt different, so much easier. The needle to just slice right through it. Not the wrong thing to say. Well, too late now. Okay, cool. I gotta notch you up, girl. All right, let's witness the birth of a pair of house shoes. Let's add some more stuffing. It's not too shabby. So there's no. These are backward. This is not right. This here is not right. I didn't sew this top layer the right way. This is why I do my hair first, in case there's disasters. Because the leather is supposed to be on the outside and not on the inside. So, okay. Well, I think I would prefer the leather to be on the outside, so I guess we're just gonna have to suffer with this one, with the exposed seams. All of this I thought was gonna get enclosed, and I flubbed it out, which is why I did my hair first, and not the one that needs to get into the post. Well, regardless, let's stuff these. They're gonna be a pair of shoes. I'm gonna wear them. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Um, oh, now the chat didn't. Oh, so, ooh, marble is all over here. I know, there's some places where it's so accessible. Do, 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 do. Nice. Okay. Wow, I missed a whole bunch. Okay, let's. Where did I? Dang it. But I bet we could start early. Really, I'm not eating shoes. No, please no shoes. Yes, Marble Rye is all over on the East Coast, and I miss it. Butterfly, oh good. Sauteed onions, jalapenos, orange bell peppers, beef kielbasa. Oh, sausage and egg scramble. That sounds amazing. We did get two more kielbasas from the butcher yesterday. Oh, so right, but so wrong. Allie, what needle are you using? I'm using one of my regular Schmetz Universal needles. I do have leather needles, and I didn't put them in floor polishing shoes and learn to moonwalk like Michael Jackson. I could. That sounds like a hospital visit waiting to happen from Killer. True, but that when I'm doing my, I do like something to slide on the floor. I'll have one that slides and one that doesn't, because hopefully the let's see here, this is the right shoe. Hopefully the left one, I will learn from my mistakes. Okay, let's let me stuff a shoe. Let's see, that's okay. The chat is working way better, and I'm just being confused because I've got everything on a little screen and I can't see all my chat screens, but I hope so far I only need one. Okay, relax. We're having fun. Where's my pokey piece? I know, I could have, should have put a leather needle on, but I didn't. Let's see, don't want pipe cleaners in my shoes. Alright, so I'm just gonna stuff a little bit more now that we've got another layer. Like double stuffed shoes. Not like, I guess technically they are double stuffed. Oh, ooh, this, I might need a different, or am I just trying to stuff too much at once? I just don't want to puncture the other felt layer. Okay. Oh, that was squeaky. Oh, but yeah, they definitely need some more stuff in it by the toes. Oh my, I don't want cold toes. Good. All right, you go eat butterfly. That's all good. That's making me think about what we're gonna eat later. Oh, that's right. We've got kielbasa, dumplings. We'll figure it out. Oh, and that Thai cucumber salad that I picked up yesterday. Oh, oh, there we go. Nice and stuffy at the tip there. All right, I'm not gonna overstuff her this first go around. I'm gonna put her on my foot and then because I can always add more, but it's harder to take out than it is to add, at least in this instance. Usually it's the other way around. Leave extra fabric for your seam allowances in case of alterations. And then that's where this little flappy piece comes up, and then I'll just stitch the felt layers together. Oh, I can't. This is what I was afraid was going to happen, that I was going to something twisted the wrong direction. Oh well. Okay, just a little bit more in the heel section. All right. One black house shoe. Ta-da! Oh, hello, hello. All right, she fits. Let's see how she wears while I. Oh, this is warm. These are nice. Then they do need little kitty bells at the end there. That'll make them super cute. Let me put a safety pin in the back though, so I don't lose my stuffing because I haven't done the whip stitching yet. In case I decide we need more stuffing. Thank you. The sewing's not terrible. The part that I flipped outside wrong, that's what the next pair. That's what the next one will be to fix. Yeah, these will be super nice on the treadle machine. I use my sewing room shoes. Like Mr. Rogers comes into his house and puts different shoes on. I come in and put my sewing shoes on. I have my sewing slippers now. Oh, they're really nice under the foot. Okay, where did I screw up and how do I not do it the next time? Maybe I should do what I thought I was going to do the first time and just sew the upper to the insole and then sew this whole unit onto the leather. Because this needs to be flipped this way. Yeah, let's try that. At least with the felt, I can unpick something. That's not as easy with the leather. Okay, we got right sides. This is how I want it to end up. And with the builder into that. Okay. These are like complicatedly easy. It wouldn't be so sewing if there wasn't something to give your brain a little like, what's going on here? I know. Oh, it just doesn't feel as nice on the top of my foot where the side it is not the right way it's supposed to be. Oh, see, okay. Can I do it? Because I think I really do want to sew it all in one step though, because I only have to flip it once. Okay, because this piece gets flipped around and goes this way, and then this piece gets flipped around, and that's still backwards. Okay, this piece is supposed to be like this. So from here to there, and I flip it and it goes this way. So you go, it goes. Yeah, I do just need to sew it and just not flip it, but it needs. I sort of about and just leave it and then just do the leather and flip it and it's all gonna be enclosed. You unpick that out? I didn't unpick it. This is the other foot. No, there's there's no unpicking. It's just gonna be wrong. I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to make sure I get it right on the second shoot. No, I cut out a pair and they're just gonna be twins and not. They're not gonna be twins. Because if I unpick it, then I've got the marred leather, and I could cut another piece of leather, but I don't wanna. No, I was not that talented. Yeah, no unpicking. Yeah, we're just gonna have one sole that's there, one in one this part that's not nice, and just it. I just have another reason to make myself another pair of shoes. Because The same rabbit hole I had with corsets and undergarment, under structural layers, foundation pieces. Once you get started, you're like, "Oh, I can always just make more." Maybe I'll do a leather pair next, or actually, maybe I will make myself an all leather pair. If you stitch careful, the seam stitch length should be alright. This is true. I could be able to just drive through the same holes. This is true, and then it would be nicer and make me happier. Let's try the, let's forge ahead, and then I will go back, because unpicking will be a skill in and of itself. Okay, so then this goes this way, all enclosed. All right, so on the left foot, I have the right side pinned to, I have all the inside pieces pinned together, and I'm going to stitch with the top in its appropriate, its finished orientation, and then I will just sew another time with the leather and just add that as its own separate piece instead of trying to do all of the layers at once. Aha, you screwed it up on purpose for more shoes. I did, yes. I think that was secretly the machinations. I was like, it doesn't matter this time around. I've got enough materials. I can make myself another pair. This is just my next second practice pair. They're just going to continue to get better from here, so it's fine. Yeah, shoes are like corsets. You can never have enough. Oh, they're super worn. Oh, it is just a mock-up. Yes, this is just the second mock-up iteration. I did more steps than I did the first time around, and seeing if there's anything else I would like for the new and improved version, which is going to be the green ones that are not for me. So I'm working out all things before I get to the project where I'm actually sewing for another human that's not me, which is something I generally don't do because sewing for others terrifies me. All right. What did I do with my pincushion now? Get back here, please. I know, if I just thought about all the orientations and didn't try to sew it all in one step, that probably would have prevented my error, but that's fine. The first pair did not have leather soles. No, they did not. The red ones did not. That was my first practice. I was like, how many steps do I actually need to do to see if they feel comfortable on my feet? Was my what my brain was thinking. The red ones. And do the construction steps make sense? I can already tell this left foot is going to be far and nice. The next pair could have pointy tips with bells. Yes, they can have this. That would be super fun to do like a fancy curly cue with a little. Oh, I've got enough wool. I could stuff it. Oh, Ellie, that sounds adorable. I could do another red pair because that goes for all sorts of holidays. Medieval shoes, yes, for elves at Christmas. Completely. And that works with some of the costumes. Some of my other. Yes. Yeah. I've made the garments, but now I can make the shoes to go with said garments. I had no idea I was going to ever make a pair of shoes or slippers on my radar, but I'm not disappointed. Oh, I've got a little bit too much wool. I'm just going to ease that section in a little bit there. Oh yeah, after I sew this, you should change the needle before I do that other. Just a little dull, or like, let's see here. What did I move? Leather. Alright. We'll be good and put on a leather needle. Not sure if there's a pattern for sale for them. Ooh, let's see here. Quite a few historical sewists that have made them. Not sure if there's a pattern for sale for them, but I bet there could be very well be. Oh, like from Burnley and Trowbridge. Oh, that's a good idea, Ellie. Yeah, well, after these, now that I've done these slippers, they seem less scary. Like, just kind of keep the same basic and then do some felt fluffing. All right, let's change this needle up for the leather and see if that makes a difference. But that needle just did not love all those layers. Okay, so for this time, I'm gonna do all the right sides together, wrong sides out, and then flip it and stitch it. Okay. Let's get some clips. Make sure that we're generally lined up. And starting at the farthest parts that are going to sew, do the tips, toes, and then just ease everything around as we're sewing. That's what we'll try. feather needle. Does it make a difference? Hmm, I hope I could thread the needle, but you know. There we go. Maybe just slide under there. There you go. Good job. Okay, let us do slipper number 2. And again, I'm going to leave a tail because we are going to knot KNOT rather than backstitch. Okay, and I don't know why that first stitch like terrifies me so much. I'm like, oh no, sewing through leather. Ooh. Okay. Actually, this book does seem like it's going to be nicer having done the only having to worry about lining up one line of stitches instead of 3 of materials. And I'm just making sure that I catch everything. The felt is nice because you can pull it and shape it a little bit. Yeah, well did I really? Yes, I did. All right, now I really do have to unpick. Here I was getting cavalier, but who didn't sew the right side pieces together? I was sewing it to the upper part and not to the sole part. So there's my little nippers. Now we actually have to unpick. The other mistake, we could kind of not really nicely flub our way through this one, however. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, God, come on, little man. Okay, let's get the unpicking. Let the unpicking commence. Here I was thinking I was sewing the right pieces, but alas. Which also lets me know maybe I should stop notch. I might sew the other pair quietly by myself without an audience so that I don't flub them up. I can get, I deal with a certain level of that's really not rightness. If I'm gonna do something for someone else, I can't suffer that. Okay. Two. It's all right, Athlete. I was the one who wasn't looking. You just really wanted me to practice and not be scared to re-sew through the same holes. And I appreciate it. No, man. And it helps me to not be fearful for me to unpick and re-sew through the holes in the leather. Like, it's good. I'm all right with this. And I've had these things in my collection for 10 years. Everything's just been sitting around for such a long time and not living its best life. Okay, I'm gonna stand up so I can see the holes here though. Hmm, That's that first hole. Oops, machine. Okay. All right, hopefully we're in the right holes. All right, which is up. It's fine. Peanuts, it's okay. They're just a pair of house shoes. And at least I realized rather quickly because I was like, why does this not lining up the way it's supposed to? Because it's not the piece you were supposed to be stitching. Yeah, the leather needle makes it a little bit easier, but not significant. I don't notice a huge difference between this needle and the universal. Just trying to make a nice-ish corner around the toe. Oh, hands are hurting. Getting a cramp. Hey, Freya Fruiters, you feeling better? You gonna come up for a visit again? Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, it's riveting Sunday afternoon content. Phoenix sews house sewing shoes. Oh, the difference is less tear to the stitch hole the needle makes. That the needle, the regular needle doesn't have the shaft groove for the thread. Interesting. And of course, the chisel point. All right. Thank you for the learnings. And I will take that one off, go back to the universe. I think I can do this other pair. Actually, let me finish off the knots, trimming thread, stuffing, putting on my foot, and or get ahead of myself here. The more you know. Alright, this should be more successful. Okay. The Birth of a Slipper, Part 2. Hmm, okay, okay. Should be a noticeable difference between both of those mock-ups that you did. I'm sure there will be, right? Oh, yeah, no, this one. Okay. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Yeah, the top of my foot will definitely feel nicer in this left side where it's flush against my foot and not having an errant seam in there. Oops, don't tear. Oops, stomach, quiet. Hmm. I'm gonna gently see if my pokey tool helps this process. Oh, okay. Now we're just trying to ease things through because we don't want to pull too hard and rip the thing. We've had enough interesting adventures so far. Like if you look at the leather, there should be differences where the thread goes through and lays better on the leather needle. Okay, I true. Yes, it does look nicer. I will see if I can get up close up later. The groove makes a big difference to not stretch the leather and to put the thread through. Oh, interesting. All right. Thank you for your knowledge and expertise and wisdom and sharing. Try not to impale myself with this knitting needle here. Let's see if some leverage helps. Sitting just gets so uncomfortable after a while. It's the same as like trying to sew lacing cords. I know that's a tool I don't have is one of those long little hooky things that they use to turn long lacing pieces with. Come on, you should just try not to punch the hell out of the tool. I know that it is a big knitting needle. It's not the largest knitting needle I own, but for this task I didn't think I needed a super huge one. I was not necessarily expecting the most time-consuming part to be turning the slipper right side right. Oh, at least starting to slide easier. This looks nicely stuffed. You made a turning tool out of old growth maple. Very hard. That sounds amazing, Ellie. That does sound nice. I know, because I saw there's ones like claw, like a big sea claw, or the ones that are like straws. Mm, come on, slide through, baby. Yeah. Oh, I think. Okay. You're coming through now. You can do it. Come on, slide through. Do it now. Like I said, please. Yes, this is frequently the way I talk to my sewing projects when I'm by myself, also. Turning these things, once you like get to a critical point, then they just like go nice and easy. Do you have to like talk nice to them and say sweet things before that, before they decide to play nice? And the worst part, you just can't get mad. You gotta just be stern but kind. Oh, damn it, Christmas. These are these are gonna be great. I think the worst part is I think on something I like thought I was forgot which direction I was pulling and turning, and everything was going great until I ended up right where I started and not where I needed to be. Okay, we're more than halfway here. What's your dealio? I guess this must be the hardest part in cobbling is turning the shoes. It's gonna be some satisfaction when I'm done, but right now, oh yeah, it's causing me crazy. Fortunately, the leather is thick enough. I don't think I'm gonna punch through that, but the felt is a different story. Okay, come on, do it. Stop trying to make me look bad, slippers. I see it popping through. We're like starting to fully turn the corner right there. There's the other. Maybe if I had left it open a little bit more at the narrowest part and decided to catch it by hand instead of to have the like fattest part have to be forced through the skinniest part. I think that would have been more prudent. But all right. Come on. This is the part I'd get angry and ask for help, but I know I can do this part. I can do it. Oh, oh gracious. Calm the mother on. Always make sure when you're poking with sharp objects to not be pointed at your body or your eyeballs. Safety first. Mhm. Come on, get through the hole. You can do it. Oh, come on. Go play nice. The leather doesn't slide nicely against itself. I'm gently trying to pull on the belt player. At some point, it's just going to go and be spectacular. Got this giant lump in the middle here. Has to go through. Let's see. You know, I've got my concentrating face on. It's gonna be so great. Oh, okay. Take this for a second. Take the leather needle off and put my other needle back on so I don't forget. Just give my brain a rest for trying to turn that for a second here. Sometimes my brain just needs to step away so I don't get angry. And just see, is there something else adjacent as we drop our pieces on the floor that we can do? Fortunately, the answer was yes. Oh, but okay, my brain was getting hung up on whether I should get some green thread or the green pair versus the gray. So many questions, so many quandaries. What? Too many choices. I'm just gonna leave the gray there for practice pair. It'll be fine. You're gripping firmly. Okay, what can I do the next time to make this less horrible? Leave a bigger opening on one side, maybe. That would feel nicer or feel less yucky. Ooh, golden brick. Ooh. Plain. Yeah, I seriously am. I'm like, ah. I have to do like the ballet dancers with their toe shoes that need to get like beaten into submission. We're gonna have words, Slipper. We're gonna have words if you don't play nice here. Green on green, black would look good too, or gold embroidery thread. I can make all of those things happen. Maybe try a smallish spoon. Ooh, thick handle. Okay, BR. I'm gonna mute myself while I run to the other room to try to find. Okay, let's see if this spoon will spoon come to the rescue. I will not underestimate a kitchen utensil for sewing tools. No glue in my makeup box. Oh, come on, baby, you're doing it. Oh, it's happening, Ellie. It's happening. Everyone, oh, look at that slide through. Oh, come on. Oh, it's working. It's working. Okay. Oh, Okay. Yes, I realize this does not look and whatever. Laughing. I'm not laughing, you're laughing. Ooh, side to side helps open it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's try. Oh, I like this end of this pink better. Handle end. Oh, I gotta get my slipper back. Okay. Do, 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 do. Let's be more comfortable. Be gone with you, uncomfortable piece. Let's get back to the art of turning slippers. Oh yeah, and to pull the heel end as I give it a little tautness. Oh, I know I've got to find the. There's the ripple I need to be pressing on in here. Yeah, this is not a project if you are having like a sore hand day or a lot of pain or cramps. Did I rip something? Possibly. Did I poke through? Okay. Oh, okay, I found the. Okay, that's what's going on here now. That's right. Okay, you can breathe while you do this. This is not something. This is not an activity where should really be holding their breath. It's not that bad. Okay, I'm just doing a little pulling because I found pieces. Okay, super riveting. We are rocking this heel turn. Oh, we did fall finally. I do see some. We did pull a little vigorously in parts. It looks like nothing. A few stitches can't hurt. Fix. I'm just taking this spoon to mush it out and make sure there's no extra errant holes that need addressing. All right. Whoo-wee. Thank you, Allie, for the spoon tip. Yay. So this is what we were going for with this out flush on the inside. This it's an exposed seam on the upper and enclosed seam, and we'll stuff it. And then the leather on the outside. This is what we were going for the last time. We were pretty close, but it was not as nice as this one. Let's do a second round of stuffing. And I did not poke through the toe tip. I was worried. I was afraid I poked through. Okay. Well, thank you for that riveting, stressful bit of sewing content tonight at the costume shop. That was almost too much for me. Oh, thank you, Allie. Oh, yes. I knew it was going to work, but I was completely afraid that what I did on the first one was going to happen. So I kind of, I don't know, maybe I worried that one into existence a little bit. But it happens. We will adapt and overcome. And use the spoon to stuff in this wool fluffing. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, Loki. Just as well that I didn't finish the heel on the right side in case I am gonna probably unpick it and fix it. Make stuffing Makes stuffing the project seem simple and easy peasy. I know, absolutely. It's like, oh, I had a respite. All I have to do is stuff right now. I can take a breather for a few minutes. I know these also kind of remind me of like 18th century dance slippers. Do like a super bejeweled pair. Baby, baby. Character soon. And this heel just gets tucked up and stitched. Let's put a little bit more in there. Let's try these on and we'll see what I decide to do next. I must have moved all my safety pins. Okay. All right, we have the next. Let's try on the left slipper. Just as comfortable as the other one was. Yay, we have two slippers. Actually, more comfortable than the other one was because it's not outside in. Brilliant. I'm going to need to walk around on these a little bit. I think I'm going to call it a show and quietly sew these other ones so I don't float them up. I need to do them by myself, I think. But we saw the birth of a pair of slippers. We had some great suggestions from Allie. Thanks everybody for coming out for your Sunday. I know it wasn't a super long show, but we had some super riveting moments there. Don't wait till tomorrow when you can be fabulous today, and don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. All right, treadle toes ready? Yes, we have treadle toes. No, don't fall off my seat. Treadle shoes are in full enforcement. All right, everybody, I will see you around the infowebs. Be amazing, be spectacular. Have a good and a great week. And I will see you all next week, same time, same bat place.